Here we go, box 28 of this year. Well, since May. Like I said in my last video at the beginning, starting in January, it's going to be box 1. So we're going to see how many boxes we do next year. Hope y'all enjoy the video and all the shorts that I produce. Okay, this is box 28, row 10. I saw that. I'm pretty sure it was a Wheatie, and I flipped it over, third row in, and it is a Wheatie. So let's see what year we got. So first wheat cent of the hunt. Like a 58. Let's see. Oh, 52. San Francisco. Let me confirm it with the scope. Yep. 1952, San Francisco. And y'all back in on the next find. There we go. Box 28, row 13, we have our second wheat cent of the hunt. And it was almost an ender. It's like a 45. You scope it out real fast, get the actual date. Yes. It's a 45S. Y'all bring y'all back in on the next find. Row 18, we have our third wheat cent of the hunt. It's kind of pretty junked up. It looks like it's a 1941. Got a lot of grime and dirt on it. See what mint mark is there, because it's, like I said, it's a 1941S. It's really hard to see. You give me 1 second, I'll make it a little bit cleaner. So that's it on the scope. It's a 1941S. I'll bring y'all back in on the next find. Okay, what y'all are looking at is a 1974 large date. And what I came across was doubling in the letters and God We Trust. It's just really, really thicker. This is WDDO001. It's unknown type. It's not a cherry picker list, but you can see how much thicker the letters are if you were to compare it to other 1974s. You can see a little bit splitting down at the bottom of the G. And it's hard to see. There is a die scratch. I'm trying to do this while I'm holding the phone at the same time. There's a die scratch right up in here. The lower part. It's hard to see because it's so old. Imagine if this was Mint State Red, the die scratches show up perfectly. So yes, I did find a double die in 1974. Like I said, it's not a cherry picker's guide variety, but it is listed on Wexler's website. So it's something you could be looking out for in your own row hunts. Row 22. We got a fourth wheat cent. It's 1956 Denver. As you can see right there. Let's take a look at the back. See if we see anything on the back. Nothing without having to use the scope. Bring y'all back in on the next find. Southern Coin Hunter here. Today I picked up 4 rows of dimes. I went through them all already, and I got some stuff to show y'all. This is a 2012, and the design initials, the mint mark, the date on the obverse, and then the motto and God We Trust is very weakly struck. I think there might have been some grease left on the die, and because of that, it did not get a full strike designation. Because Liberty is fine, the design of Roosevelt's fine. So it's very weakly struck. I did check the reverse for other things, and I didn't see anything else on here. When it's been circulated, you can see how badly the torch is worn down. So that's one. I still got to do a 3-month wrap up from July through September. I have not done that yet. That's coming soon. Next, because it's worn down, it was really hard to determine this, but I finally figured it out. This is 68D. You can see where it's kind of worn down on the word in God, in, and we. There's the date. And this happens to be the FS 901. That's where they use a proof reverse on these dimes in 68, 69, 70. So you got one groove here. Because it's worn down, you got the secondary groove starting here and just stops. I had to compare it to PCGS's website. So this is the FS 901. I would put this at a G4 because of the wear on it. Then I go to the store and got change, and I came across this beauty. It's a 2022 Jefferson nickel. Got a little die chip right here and right there. And got one in this channel of his hair right there. And if you start to look at the word United States, you can see doubling in the United States all the way through. Including a little bit in America. Now, I can't get any lower, because as I do, I can't get the proper, but there's a slight die gouge right here. And this would be WDDR008. So finally got a double die on a nickel. We got this beauty, 2009 Denver, low mintage, very nice shape, full band there, but not there. That isn't full band. I would have sent this off for grading through NX because they're cheaper. Don't have to pay for a membership. Mason that the FS 901 dime. Then I got these dimes here. '17 Philly. Die chip on the nose. And the eyebrow. It's kind of dirty looking, but it's what it is. Die chip on the leaf here. Where the leaf and stem meet here on the olive branch. Bottom of the torch, we got a die chip. Got a little die chip on the branch right here on the oak branch, and I hit the dang scope again. Huh? Denver, 2020. Often you find a little die chip right here on the branch. It's hard to find the errors on Denver coins. It really is. I think that was it. That's why I kept that one, because it is a Denver die chip. Semi-weak on the 2020. But not in God we trust. the die chips here. Got a massive die chip right there between the leaves, the oak leaves. Another 2020 Philly. Massive die chip on the head. We got a die chip right there with a die crack. One in the eyebrow. We got die chips in the crease here and there. And this is just metal. This may be some post-mint damage here, but this is a die crack right there. .2014 Philly. Big die crack above the eye. Die chip. Here, and it's done a die crack forming right there on the die chip. And this is the lamination peel starting to happen. Go to the reverse. Tiny, tiny die chip right there. .1985 Denver. The word dime is extra thick. Oh no, there's a die chip right here between the C and the A. And looks like we got some splitting going on right there. So I need to research that one a little bit more on the dimes. It may be a double die, I don't know. Or it could be just a font that they used at the time back in the 80s. It's an 85 Denver. I know what's that. I'm putting them in these a dime tube. Little tiny die chip right there, right where the shadow was of my finger. You got one here. Oh, y'all can't see that one. I had this thing zoomed out. I'll zoom out on the video. There we go. Now a little die chip on the olive right there. Okay, that was it on this one. Not very minor die chips. Got a big one on the eyebrow. Right here in the crease. On the nose. 2020 Philly. Die chip on the oak branch right there. And some die chips forming along up in here. Here above the eyebrow, and there's a die crack running right there. And I saw a die chip right here. More water. I brought my water in here. There it is. So yeah, I need a little sip of water. Sorry about that. Flip it over. Some die chips forming on top of the olive branch right up in here. Big die chip right here on the base. And here's a die chip right there. We call them chips. Basically what it is, the die is breaking off and the metal is forming in these little bumps. And this one will be on the obverse. We got 2022 Philly. Oh yeah. That's dirt, by the way, but look how the die chips in the hair. One, two, three, four, five, six. There's 7. Right just north of the ear, northeast. 1 above the eye. 8, 9. I'm counting these out. See how many I got. 10, 11, 12, 13 die chips just on the obverse. I know dimes are hard to find. That's why it's best to have a scope. 22 Philly. Right there in the 2 creases on the cheek and the lip. Above the head. Above the ear. Base of the torch. You should always check the letters. I found one with the die chip in the letter one time. That's many videos ago. Here we go. More die chips on the nose, the lip crease. There's one right here with a die crack. Die chip there. There's a chip. Massive die chip on the oak leaf. right here at the base of the flame, you got die chipping going on. I like to see that full-blown version of this die chip. Probably took out all the oak leaf and the acorn on that one. And eventually got too big and they replaced the die. A little bit going on right there. Nice Denver. Why did I pick this one out? I don't know why I picked this one out. So that one's going to go back to the bank. Don't know why I picked that one. 2019 Philly. A little bit on the flare of the nose. You got a small die chip right up in here. There's a big one right there in the eyebrow. There's a slight crack running down this way. Nice little die chip right there. That might have been it on this one. $2017. Maybe on the reverse. Oh yeah. A little die chip forming right there. I think that was it on this one. We got two massive die chip here, small one there. Little die chips along the oak leaf right here and there. One right there. I don't see if I can see those with the loop. Yes, they can be seen with a 10 power loop. So you can't find these with a 10 power loop. The smaller ones probably not. You got something going on with this one. Die chip right up in here and there. I'll reveal the date here in just a second. $2013 Philly. So you can see these occur across various dates. '23 Philly. Here you go. Thin die chip there. You got a big one here. Got a small one there. And you actually can see it coming out this way towards the tip. That's one right there in the eyebrow. Hair. Massive die chip right there on the olive branch where the olive leaves meet. The stems of the leaves. Right here south of the oak leaf. I'm trying to stop it so I can show you. Right there. right here on top of this sleeve. Got two of them. A bit of back. Yes, right here on the branches where the stems are meeting at, just like the previous one, right up in here. Right here on the edge of the oak leaf. You got one there, and a secondary stage one right there starting to form. Seems to like the beehives. I do. That could be post-mint damage. I haven't decided yet. It may be a die chip 23 Philly. Oak leaf, I mean, olive leaf there. Right here in the branch in the joint. Now, here we got a die crack forming in the torch itself. At 23 minutes. Okay. There's a massive die chip right there on top of the oak leaf. Right here on the torch. You got 1, 2. Primary and secondary, I should say. Just got a die chip right there. It looks like you got two of them here, or the secondary one forming right there. So that's going to conclude the dimes. I'm going to put a piece of paper in there so next time I get dimes, and I won't redo these. Okay. Do a few nickels, and then we're going to call it a video. Trying to keep the videos to at least 30 minutes or less. This is a Denver with a die chip between the E and the R. I had never seen one, so keeping that one definitely. Dirty as heck, but we'll keep it. Bottom of the F. The 5. And you got the beginning of an early stage beehive. Yeah, I can show y'all. I can see it on the screen. Off the slate. Right there. There's a thin piece of metal raised. So it's starting to break right up in there. Got a die chip in the hair, right just west of the ear right there. Now this may be some doubling in the initials. I want to research that one. .22 Philly. And that's why I kept that. I saw that. You know, or die chip. I did this one already. And that's one I need to research. Almost a full die chip between the Unor and the 2023 Philly. Die chips in the hair, just west of the ear. I think that was it on this one. .16 Philly. Massive beehive. Here, you got the primary, you got a secondary one, and you got a third one forming. Got a small one right there on the side. This one put into a flip, I think, because it's a nice one. Not the ring of death on it. I'm keeping it anyway because it's just a massive beehive. .20 Philly. Here's a good one. Got raised metal here, here, here. You got another one forming here. Coming down to here. And that was it on that one. Nope. Here we got the beginning beehive, the primary doing this one. So you got the metal starting to break off there. You got a secondary starting to show right there. That was it on that one. .23 Philly. Die chips on the dome. Nice little small beehive right there. There's another one starting to form here. Die chip in the M. And that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I'm getting close to hitting 700. Initially, I just was doing this for the fun of it. I still got 25 more rows of pennies to go through, so we're getting there. And I packed up stuff from my whatnot sale. So y'all have a good evening. Remember, share, like, subscribe, leave a comment, please. Maybe I'll try to get some quarters here soon. So until next video, y'all have a good evening. Roll 26. We have our 5th wheat cent of the hunt for box 28. It's about a third of the way into the roll. So let's see what year we got. Oh, got upside down. Ooh, 57. It's got a lot of corrosion. It is a Denver. I had to scope it. I could not read it through the lens. It is a 57 Denver. You go back into the next find. We're on roll 30. We now have our 6th wheat cent of the hunt. See what we got. It was right at the very, almost an ender. Okay, 52 or 58. Let me look. Let me scope it. It's 58 Denver. So bring y'all in on the next find. Roll 33. We have a 7th wheat cent of the hunt. It was number 10 from the front. If we get it down here, let me have to scope it. 1952 Denver. Bring y'all in on the next find. Roll 35. Box 28. I finally got an Indian head cent in a row of pennies. I already scoped it out. It's a 1906. There's no diamonds on it, no L on the ribbon. Some slight detail left in the feathers. Maybe a little bit, just a tiny hint of some of the letters in the word Liberty, but not much. I am so stoked to get this for the first time ever roll hunting. This is roll 35, box 28. Okay, still roll 35. I got another Indian head cent. First time I've ever had one in a row, but to have two in one row, it's pretty crazy. And I already looked at the date. It's a 1903. About the same shape as the other one. I'll take it any head cent any day of the week. These two will not get sold, I can tell you that much. These will be my personal collection Indian head cents. Even though they'll probably be on the flip. Then you'll back into the next find. Had a coin explosion, so I was trying to straighten everything out, and this showed up in roll 36. My 3rd Indian head cent ever roll hunting, and it comes in the same box with the other two. So I'm going to flip it over. 1895. I had never had this much luck in my life. I got Indian head cents. I could put them all day out if I wanted to, but no. These are coin explosion. You know, undid the road, it went everywhere. My 3rd Indian head cent of the hunt. You know, back in the next find. Roll 37. The 8th wheat cent of the hunt. Flip it over. Looks to be a 1936 Philly. You go back in on the next find. Row 40. We have wheat cent number 9. That's right. Yes. It's a 1919. 10 years after the first one was made. We can go back in on the next find. Row 42. Wheat cent number 10. It's pretty rough shape. 1944. And we go back in on the next find. row 43, we have our first Canadian scent. It was pretty in rough shape, but it is a 2001, so I did scope it after I came across it. So, see if I could make it look a little bit better later when I do the wrap up. Bring it back in on the next find. This is row 48. We have our 11th wheat scent. It's an ender. I missed it. I was able to push back the paper a little bit and look at it underneath the loop. It is a 58 Denver. So give me a 1 minute while I pause this and open up the row. Okay, y'all, I'm beside myself. I was moving the coins around, and look what I see underneath this stack of coins right there. Our 5th Indian head scent. This is incredible. I don't know what year it is. 1904. Oh my God. This had been a collection dump. That's the only thing I could think of. I just happened to get the right box at the right time last Friday. This is still row 48. Bring it back in if I find anything else. Okay, time for the wrap up here. Box 28. Over here we had the 5 Indian head scents, which are in the shorts. 11 wheat scents. This, somebody put security seal, safety seal sticker. Just going to leave it on there just for the heck of it. We've got 6 2009s. If I get a better view of it for y'all. These are the nice, bright, and shiny ones from last week. It's about 8. These are die cracks I found, which is about 10. 4 row of 2017 Phillies, which I need to check for doubling. And here we got 18 copper coins, which are very, very Jimmy BU AUs. Some are ones in here are red brown. So that's the total find for this hunt. The amazing thing is 5 Indian head scents that I have found. Oop. How did I get there? Grabbed the wrong coin. Put them out in the order that I found them. Sorry for the focusing. These 2 came out of 1 row. Then I got this one in a row. Then in row 48. Okay, this is 35, 36, and 48. With this being the oldest, an 1895 Indian head scent. I believe this was part of a collection dump. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And let's see what happens with the next box I pick up from the bank tomorrow. The die cracks will be in a separate video along with some die chips and stuff on I usually combine those with Jefferson Nichols beehives. So y'all have a good evening.